The radar's clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Richardson going right to the air. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Okay, ready? 19 Tiger.
They run once more with Taylor. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
70,
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Hurry.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars nothing. Matt Gay, the kickoff for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jaguars at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Richardson looking to throw this. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was, this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And this taken in by Downs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Downs with a 1st down pickup there. He's a 3rd-round pick. But to me, he comes with 1st-round upside. It could be a fixture in the Colts lineup if he continues to make plays like that.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson. And that is incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hey, go!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
11.
Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Gun.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's a punt return touchdown of 56 yards. And the Colts have retaken the lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Red on red.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hey.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And some room to work. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Now Lawrence to throw. Caught by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with ETN. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, they started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
11, Agate. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's second and 10.
11.
Now Lawrence. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Lawrence changing the play. On third down, here's ETN. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and they have regained the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Dragon 60. Go.
Now Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Trap 50, trap 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Richardson will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. On play action, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jaguars 17.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Here's Logan Cook now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
A give for Taylor running right side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On the jump. Back to 60. Back to 60.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. From the right hash, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Gotta say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Dirty left. Here we go.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
13, Lou. Lou. Silver.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And they're going to speed things up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll go again with ETN. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Safe right. Go. Silver.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hey, check it. Hey, left.
Running left, Taylor. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now again to Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line. Brings up a 4th and goal.
A gain of 4 yards brings up 4th down and goal.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. QB sneak, Richardson. Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there, he didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. Taking it right down Broadway. Look at the big fella go. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 95 yards.
Wow. I mean, we talk about flipping the field. Normally we're saying 40, 50 yards. But how about this play? This is as long a play as you'll see that does not result in a touchdown. From back up near your own goal line to now 1st and goal. What a play right there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Red on red.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check. Roll. 11. Silver.
Johnson again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Jack.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Hey, lion,
so
lion.
the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
11, Agate. 11.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Richardson to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throw out wide, pulled in by Downs. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
First down, Colts.
Okay, great. Hurt.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
60 Bobcats.
Richardson to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10.
19 tight, go.
Now Richardson. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
First and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. And they'll get to the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 23-yard run. And the Colts have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Throwing now is Richardson. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lawrence. He's got Johnson, and he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Let's go.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Go, go, let's go. 30 left.
Here's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Able to find Jones. And he's brought down. And he took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. A final shot now for Lawrence. This for all the marbles. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. What a finish in this one, Charlie.